Yay! Who's here? I'm so sorry. I had to keep clicking out of this live stream setup here because YouTube sucks. I hope they hear me. All right, guys. So what am I doing? I'm doing a weekend update. Okay, so this will be for right now, you know, up until the beginning of the week. Whoever's here, hi guys. I don't know if you're typing. I can't really see anything right now. If you are, if you're new here and doing this, I read cartomancy, which is playing cards. Okay. I will tell you what signs come out, but again, my readings tell more of a story than anything. So basically, if the signs connect, then I look at that as like a bonus. Okay. If the signs don't connect, but the story is connecting with you, meaning that the storyline's making sense, then the reading's for you. You know, signs can be energies. So, you know, if water comes out, you're not dealing with a water sign, but, you know, water could be prominent in their chart. You just might not know that. And or they could just be acting highly emotional, you know. Plus, you know, I can get more in depth by describing who the person could be, you know, based off of whatever the face card is. Okay, so a King of Hearts could be a father figure. You know, they could be a family man. They could also be a doctor. Okay, that's what the King of Hearts, you know, can be. So, you know, I can get a little bit more in depth with the face cards. Okay, so the Four of Spades just flipped out. What's Four of Spades? Four of Spades is, you know, feeling stuck, feeling sick and tired of a situation. It could be an unhealthy one, or it could just be a situation, you know, that you're dealing with singularly with yourself, where you just feel sick and tired of the way things are and want to move forward in some way. Okay, so that flipped out as I'm shuffling. So it's an energy that wants to show itself. All right, so anybody out there just feeling sick and tired, or sick and tired of being sick and tired? Yep, the Jack of Spades just fell out. The Jack of Spades is Set, the bringers of storms and conflict. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a conflict that's on its way. It could be something that's happening right now. This also shows worry and anxiety. Okay, so that goes right along there with the Four of Spade energy, and that would be an, you know, spades are air, so it's pointing towards air energy right now, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so I'm going to sort the cards. You know, then I'll go into some romance angel cards because I like to focus on relationships. I mean, you could have a relationship with anything, honestly. It just depends on how you know, perceive things. But I like to focus on relationships. You know, whatever comes out, comes out. If it ends up being focused towards work or money, things of that nature, all of those types of things can be effects in relationships. Okay, they also can cause relationships. You know, it could be an underlying reason on why certain people aren't communicating. It's just something you may not know about. Okay. All right. Well, good, Teresa. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. Yeah, there's definitely some healing here. Okay. Could be over a situation with a male air sign, or, you know, there could be some sort of verbal communication, a happy surprise coming in regards to speaking with the air sign. Okay. It also is showing here, you know, there could be some sort of communication coming in. This would be written. Okay. It could be face to face, but what it's showing me here is that it could be a written word, and it could be a surprise. Okay. And this could also be an authoritative figure for those of you out there that could be dealing with legal situations. The Four of Spades literally refers to prison, okay? And if you're waiting on some sort of legal, you know, correspondence in regards to a legal situation, it could be in regards to, you know, something that you could have been on the receiving end of some sort of deception, okay? So you could be waiting on some sort of verbal communication, you know, that would make things in your life happier, all right? It's not going to be for everybody. That's the thing with my readings, is that I try to pull as much information as I possibly can out of the cards in as many different ways as I can, because there's so many different people that view these videos, okay? So let's get right into it. This is for the 15th and 16th, you know, rolling into the week. So the thing is that energies are, you know, fluid, such as time. You were just made to focus on that clock and that calendar. But the thing is that things unfold in perfect timing in the way that they are meant to, regardless of what your situation is. But this is going to pull energies as of right now through the weekend, okay? Can you hear me? It says sound and audio problems. Am I crackly? I'm also technologically challenged, so let's see. How about now? Is it still? Clear, or is it still crackly? Okay. Is it the cards? Is it because I'm shuffling? It's still crackly. It's probably my connection here with YouTube. It's better now. Okay, turn the volume. You want me to turn my volume down a little bit? I can do that. How's that? I turned my volume down a little bit. It might have been picking up, you know, another frequency. Okay. Clear now? Okay. It was probably picking up something. Plus, I also said, you know, YouTube sucks, so, you know. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to finish sorting here, and then we'll get right into it. Like I said, I'm going to do some romance angel cards, and I'll probably, you know, do some other cards here. Why not? All right, so it's better. All right, good. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happens to the audio sometimes. I do check my audio before I start recording, because I have recorded before with the freaking mute button on. You know what happens then? There's no sound. So I have to, sometimes I had to redo videos because I was so silly not to check it. So now I consciously check it. But when it's uploading to YouTube, you know, I don't know what happens there. Like I said, I'm kind of technologically challenged. This is about as good as it gets for me. Okay. First card out, 7 of Spades. Second card out, 2 of Hearts. 10 of Spades. 6 of Diamonds. Ace of Hearts. 4 of Clubs. 5 of Clubs. 6 of Clubs. 2 of Spades. 2 of Clubs. 5 of Hearts. All right. This is actually pretty straightforward. This is for any sign. I do not have any face cards at this time. Okay, so this is straightforward. This can be for anybody. What it's showing me here is that There is definitely some sort of lack of progression and a step back in regards to some sort of lacking in communication, and it's definitely in regards to a situation with another person, and or this can be a family situation, but it's positive, okay? But because of some sort of negative circumstances, okay, it caused some sort of communication to come into lacking, okay? What it's showing me is that there definitely was some action, there was some change in the social standing of this connection, okay? And it's in separation, okay? Currently, it would be in separation. It's showing me here that there's definitely a relationship. This can be a soulmate connection too, okay? It's definitely somebody you feel a deep connection with. Somebody could have moved. Somebody wants to move. Whether this be a situation where you want to move away from a situation within your home environment because it's undesirable and move towards a person that you could have met, that you share this connection with. But it's showing me here that there's definitely lack thereof in communication with the person you're desiring to be with, okay? This person could be so much, if they're at a distance from you, you can reach each other by a car trip, okay? It's not showing me that there's distance as in you would need to fly or they're in another country. It doesn't eliminate the fact that they couldn't be, but right now it's showing me that this would be somebody who you are, they could be in the next town over. It's showing me here that communication comes in, okay? After a time of there being not communication. This communication can come in after someone makes a choice. Now, that choice could be, okay, what it's showing me is that somebody needs to make a decision in order to remove themselves from a situation where they would need to move out of a home, move away from someone, okay? There's some sort of truth. Somebody needs to be honest, and somebody needs to speak what it is that they want to say, because it's causing someone else to feel like the time and the energy is being put into a thought of the time apart, that it's not real, or it's putting time and energy into the thought of needing to make a choice in order to separate ourselves from a relationship that no longer serves us, okay? Something ended, definitely on a bad note, okay? And now the communication is just not there. But the communication then comes in, okay? So the communication comes in order to resolve the problem. Somebody will take the action in order to communicate, all right? It's almost like they're deliberating over how they're going to do it. But somebody's not speaking their truth, okay? Somebody's not being honest and truthful with the way that they're feeling. This is why there's this like lack of progression and a step back, because somebody is contemplating how they're going to verbally communicate. It's showing me here that the verbal communication will either be, it's looking more or less like it will be a written word, okay? Meaning that it's an email, it could be, whatever sort of technology you use in order to communicate over the computer is what it's showing me, okay? Now, let's take it a bit further. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Four of Hearts, which is physical reconciliation And then I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. Okay. So this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be the person who is not being truthful and they're not being honest. Okay. But they're desiring a reconciliation. Okay. It's not here yet, which is why the Four of Hearts is in the reverse. But this is what this person is needing to be truthful about. Okay. Because this is the energy that it's under. The Five of Spades is cutting someone out of our life. And when we cut them out of our life, this separation ends up causing pain, loneliness, depression, causes all those lower level feelings to rise up based off of making a decision out of fear. Okay. So if you're dealing with a fire energy, this also could be, this King of Clubs energy can also be somebody who is a workaholic. It could be somebody who works a lot. They could also be somebody who works with computers, a businessman, something of that nature. Okay. But the Five of Spades indicates that they could have cut you out or you cut them out, but the separation is now all that's being focused on. Okay. The Ace of Diamonds here is in reverse, but this is a brand new beginning, a new phase of life. Okay. Wiping the slate clean. Somebody's wanting a new beginning, but because we're focused more on the separation itself rather than the solution, which would be to communicate, right? It's in the reverse because of the next step that needs to be taken would be the communication. Then it would be in the upright. Okay. If somebody was going to take, somebody's deliberating on taking this action. Once the action is taken, then the path changes, right? Path is created by choices. So somebody is contemplating on communicating and how they're going to communicate because they need to tell the truth. Okay. The truth about whatever the situation may be. Okay. Then the Ace of Clubs. This is also in the reverse. Okay. This is, documents pertaining to a home. The home would belong to someone else. So if there's a situation you're dealing with and, you're wanting to move to a new home and, or, the person you're dealing with is being in a home with someone else, they're needing to make the decision in order to cut the person out that they no longer want to be with in order to pursue what it is that they desire. Aces, especially when they come out double, back to back, it shows leadership and authority, but because they're in the reverse, this means somebody is not in this type of energy, like they're not being assertive. Okay, it's picking up again. Fire energy again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so I have a lot of fire energy here now, especially when it comes to the face cards. But what it's showing me here is that if you're waiting on a fire sign, they may be needing to remove fire sign in order to move forward with you, and or vice versa. Victory. Okay, we have the Victory card here. It is in the upright. Once somebody takes the initiative here, in order to communicate, to remove themselves from a situation in order to communicate, to bring a relationship together here, there's a positive ending. Okay, victory here. But what it's showing me is that well, they cut you out, not because they didn't care. That's not what it's showing me. It's because of fear and needing to make a choice. Okay, but they're just scary because somebody may need to move, and this is where there's an issue. All right, there's another storyline that's coming through. Right, so this could be for someone else. What it's showing me here is that there could have been, this would be dealing with fire, okay? where there is a fire sign who could have stabbed someone in the back, okay? And this circumstance, the situation, whatever it may be for you personally, could have caused some sort of truth to almost in a sense be buried, okay? This could have been a friend, this could have been a family member, this also could have been somebody who you work with, okay? Can you hear me? Some people are saying the sound is, I don't know what to do. You can't hear me. How about now? I know, Jacqueline, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe to cut out and then get back on. Is it still being fickle? Now it's better? No, it's not better. Okay. If it's still a crappy connection, then I will log out and come back in because I don't want to keep going and not get the message through. So everybody who's watching right now, I'm going to click off of here and I'm coming right back, okay? Because I'm not going to touch any of these cards or move anything, all right? And I don't, you know, because people are saying it's spot on, you know, I want to make sure that the messages are being heard and understood. So I will be right back, okay?